women are actually having radical mastectomies in advance, preemptively now, if there is a history in their DNA of that type of breast cancer amongst the women folk. Now imagine that, in advance, preemptively, and some of these women, we saw with Angelina Jolie and other women, they're not even hesitating to do that. If I were to suggest that to a guy, that your father, your grandfather passed away from prostate cancer, and you ought to consider that as an option, they would immediately collapse. I'd have to be giving them CPR on the ground, and they would not be able to deal with it. They wouldn't be able to handle it. So that's why this race is so important, to keep the education process alive, because there are many different races and many different prostate cancer programs that have collapsed in the aftermath of that devastating federal study that basically told guys, you could continue to grow barnacles on your backside, don't worry about it, you're eventually going to die anyway by the time they actually find prostate cancer in your system. The government couldn't be more hopelessly wrong. We know what this is about. It doesn't matter about your politics. It's about cost-cutting measures. And some of you guys are going to end up becoming collateral damage in the attempt to drive down costs. I would much rather pay ahead of the curve than to have to deal with you in the aftermath of serious prostate cancer as I had, which cost tens of thousands and thousands of dollars. So ladies and gentlemen, what you're doing here today is more important than you could imagine. It's keeping the thought that we've got to get guys involved in prostate care awareness, as opposed to what they've been doing, hiding in their caves, hiding in their hovels, or watching professional football today. So to Rhonda and everyone else who's made this possible, you're doing mensch-like work. It is a real mitzvah that you're doing, and you got to continue to do it to keep this awareness alive. Thank you again for coming on out today.
Thank you, Curtis.